Hey guys, it's Cream, aka Ms. Cream of the Crop, and welcome to another episode of the Weekend Report Special Edition. In this Weekend Report, we are going to unofficially cover Streamer University that made its way to Akron, Ohio by way of University of Akron. Shout out to you, baby Cleveland, for being a part of history. Roll the tapes.
I got you a gift.
I don't want to see you until you're in my class.
Look, Birkin, on me. Come on now. Come on
That
now.
he was involved, and God does everything for a reason. Because your situation is not unblind to God.
Get jiggy. Oh, man. You gonna have one name on the board. That's the only? I thought so. What's the deal?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, what's up? Sit down.
If they hear my song, they know I'm gonna be okay. Yeah!
All right, that is all we're going to show you because there are clips everywhere if you like to see more, not just on Streamer University on Twitch, but also on all of our social media pages. We saw it all in 4K, except for the Shay Frost page where we saw it in 780p. But at least the Shay Frost made Streamer University. So can we really say anything about his camera quality if we weren't there? No, we cannot. We also only saw Duke Dennis in 4K on other people's streams because, as you know, we have to wait until Duke Dennis edits all of his footage and then uploads it to YouTube. Either way, we are going to watch. Streamer University reminded us all of DDG's classic YouTube content. And if you weren't there, you just weren't there. Seeing Wendy and her sister Eve come out of their shell, because those of us that are on DDG's side of the streaming world, we didn't know that they had these personalities. We weren't aware of these personalities. We weren't aware that there was anything inside of those shells that we saw them come out of during Streamer University. But I'm happy that they came out of those shells and showed us a different side of them. It was pretty entertaining to watch. Shout out to you, Wendy and Eve, for coming to Streamer University. First of all, congratulations for being chosen. And shout out to you for coming to Streamer University and showing us a different side of who you are. Now, that's actually what college does. Now, we all know that Streamer University was not and is not an accredited college yet. However, those of us who have gone to college and know the college experience understands that when you leave your parents' house and you go to college and you get a chance to be around a diverse group of people, a diverse set of personalities, it brings out a different side of you, and you start having different types of fun that you didn't even know existed because you were always at your parents' house and you're in high school. So I think that this is what Streamer University did for a lot of the streamers, especially Wendy and Eve. They got a chance to experience a diverse group of people, and it brought out a new side of Woshin and Evotion. If you don't know what that is, clearly you are one of the cool ones. Excuse me, sorry. Back to the report. Now, as I said, college opens up many different experiences for people, and that's exactly what Streamer University did for large content creators, medium-sized content creators, smaller content creators, and micro content creators. Now, we saw Kai put BTA in GTA, and we saw Ray and Tota do whatever it is that Ray and Tota were doing. We don't know what they were doing, but they know what they were doing, and they did it, and they were part of Streamer University doing it. Now, I would like to mention some of the streamers that I was excited to see during Streamer University. Some of these streamers are people that I've already been watching. Some of you already know them. Some of you may not know them. Either way, this is my list. It's just like when people make their top 10 rap list, and then you come on and tell them that they left somebody off, or you come on and tell them who your favorite people are. Unless that caption says, who were your favorite rappers? No one cares. if the person you wanted to be on the list wasn't mentioned. It's not your list. Make your own. Sorry. And we're back. Here's my list. India Love and her co-star, her sister Crystal, who always made an appearance via FaceTime. DDG, of course, Kai, Duke Dennis, Deshae, Jay Cinco, Johnny, who is DDG's cameraman, Funny Mike, Funny Marco, Ty Lil, Quan. It was really good seeing Quan outside of the car content. Lala Baptiste, which this was her first time streaming, and she went from 0 followers to like 300,000 followers. Cooking with Kaya, who wasn't streaming before, and she went from 7,000 followers to, I don't know how many she said she had, 300K, just like Lala, and Hood Babies. Now, some of the new streamers that I was introduced to that I would like to give a special shout out to is the Hood Preacher. You really did your thing. And I like that Kai included you in Streamer University because you brought what you were supposed to bring to the university. And I thank you for that. And I thank you for being authentically yourself and not being afraid to bring a little bit of God and religion to the stream or to the Stream University. Also, Emily. Shout out to Emily. I absolutely loved her personality. And I loved that she was the typical Asian girl. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And she took advantage of every single clip and opportunity to get a clip that she could possibly take advantage of. Shout out to you, Emily. You did your thing. You absolutely did your thing. Now, we're going to make our way on over to, before we make our way over to anything, what I would like to say to Kai Cenat is, you are a natural born leader. Watching you navigate from all of the streamer shenanigans, the lockdown, the ER visit, and everything else in between really proves how much of a leader you are. I know that a lot of people like to hold it against you that you're a really young person, but at the end of the day, you've proven how mature you are in several instances, whether people want to recognize that or not. So I would like to give you a shout out for that. Shout out to you, Kai Cenat, for your maturity and your natural leadership. Now, let's get into the balls of Streamer University. DDG and Duke Dennis seem to be the main attraction of Streamer University. Literally. The only difference between the two is DDG was with the shits and Duke Dennis is the shits. Okay. Duke Dennis, what's up with you? Excuse me. Let's get back. Let's get back on track. Johnny lost all his balls and had the shits. Literally. Jay Cinco, we thought that Jay Cinco was going to be a contender in the Duke Dennis, DDG, who got all the balls race. But Jay Cinco actually was P on the low. And that kind of shocked me because I wasn't expecting that. But good. That was good out of you, Jay Cinco. Good out of you, Jay Cinco. Because if you watch all the streams, it made a lot of sense. Because you know what? What happens on the stream, or should I say, what happens during Streamer University stays the Stream University. Now, Deshae, aka the Stinky, aka the Smelly, aka Papa Smelly Smurf, you did your thing. Now, if you guys don't know why I'm calling him that, again, you should have been tuned in to Streamer University. But Deshae, you did your thing. You held it down. You played your character well. You produced some funny content based on the fact that everyone thought that you were the Smelly. You really did your thing, and you proved why you deserve to be at Streamer University. Everyone proved why they were chosen for Streamer University. And for some of you who really felt like you didn't get everything that you needed to get out of Streamer University, well, now's the time for you to go back and figure out what changes you could make. Figure out what you can do different. Figure out who you can collaborate with. Figure out what the issues might have been. But at the end of the day, you had this opportunity. Now you're home. Take advantage of at least being there, and you can put that you were a student at Streamer University and some other people cannot. So take that and do what you will with it. I'd like to close this video by reminding a lot of you that there's a difference between improv and scripted. Improv is not scripted, and scripted is not improv. If you don't know the difference between improv and scripted, I suggest you refer to your latest edition of Webster Dictionary. You can also type it into Google. But at the end of the day, Stream University seemed to be a success. Again, shout out to you, baby Cleveland, aka Akron, for being chosen to host Streamer University. This is Cream, aka Ms. Cream of the Crop, and this was a special edition of the Weekend Report.